Hello, my sweet little Geminis. My name's Alea, and we're going to do your reading today. This is a reading, it's not specific. I don't do usually specific readings because I just let the cards tell us what we need to know. Okay, because you're air signs, this is the Owl Tarot. This is the, who are these? Unicorns. Okay, and this is a little bit off the track, but they're really good. And this is Priestess of the Light, and you see it's light and airy. And then the last one is Oracle of Fairies. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's start your reading. All right, everything's been pre-shuffled. Get everything out of the way here. All right, these three cards are basically who you are at this point in time. Let's move it down a little bit more so maybe you'll be more in focus. Okay, your thoughts, what you're going through sometime. So, this card is, I'll take my glasses off, this is the Page of Pentacles. So, at this point in time, something with money or a message about stability is coming in. You see the little owl standing here on something stable. It's like a little rock. You can see it. Okay. And there's the pentacle. And pentacles are stability, money, okay, abundance. And this second card is the Knight of Swords. All right. And a knight comes in very fast. The kings used to send them here or there to do their bidding. So, and you see he's got a sword here. See, I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, there's a little sword there. So swords are truth, logical thinking. I'm trying to think what else right now. But this is coming in fast. So there's something you're waiting for. I think you're waiting for your money to come in, but it is coming. You see the pages bringing some messages. And then also you're waiting for truth, stability, possibly something logical thinking. And this is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a little kind of like ambidextrous. It can go several different ways. It has so many different meanings. But at this point in time, you see he's standing on one of the swords. He's holding on to the swords. It looks like he's sort of protecting them. And sometimes this means you're going to do what you have to do no matter what. You're not going to let go. Okay, so let's do some more and see what we have, and then we can get a better idea of your reading. Okay, so, oh, this is a beautiful card. This is a Four of Wands, and if you'll see, there's a male and a female, supposedly owls, and this stands for marriage, true love. It's just a very, very happy card. So I think you're waiting on money and something stable, and this may be what you're waiting for, marriage and love. Okay, and this is a Queen of Wands. Now let me explain about the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is somebody who doesn't care what anybody thinks. Okay, she just doesn't. She's going to do her own thing, and she could care less what anybody else is thinking. That's their problem. She doesn't care. But she's also someone that's worked her way up from the bottom. She's a very active person. Could be a male too, because the cards don't read gender, they just read energy. So, but this is someone who is very active, very dynamic, also passionate, okay? And you see she's got flowers around here and everything, and it looks like she's on sort of barren ground here, but there's flowers growing all around her. So this is I believe you may be something that's coming in very fast, truth and stuff, but I think you are very dynamic, a very active person, or this may be someone who's coming in that may be very dynamic and very active. Let's get a little bit more cards and see what's going on here. The World. Oh, this is wonderful for y'all. The World means that a whole new cycle has started for you, and it's basically you have the power. You see, the owl is sitting on top of the world. He's got the world under him. This is fabulous because for you, this means that this is, I think you've been holding on for this. You have been holding on to have the world in the palm of your hands. Wow, I love it. And this is a major arcana card. So this is a major thing in your life. Trust me, anytime the World comes up in the cards, it is a major, major thing. Beautiful, beautiful card. This is, a lot of people say that the Sun is one of the happiest card in all the deck, but also I think the World is. Wow. So I think you're waiting for true love, and I think, hold on. You are a very dynamic person, and you're not going to let go until you get the world in the palm of your hands. You're hanging on. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. Do we want to do one more of those? And they're telling me no. Okay, let's do the unicorns. Front or back? And they want the back. Alright. And this is, wow, enlightenment. Make sure it's in focus here. Look from the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. I think you do need to see. I think sometimes, and we all do this, sometimes we become a little judgmental. We see somebody and we're like, what the heck were they thinking? But so sometimes we need to see that everybody's on a learning journey. And so even though they behave badly sometimes, that's their problem, unless it involves you. But I think just back off. And I think this is more for you. Look above at the bigger picture for you than you being very judgmental. I think it's more for you to look at the big picture of the things that you've come to and see they were all learning lessons. Okay, and this one is Cosmic Emerald. Create perfect health, access divine abundance. And this is a beautiful card because basically it means you have to think about your health and see yourself well if you're having any health problems. And there's so much out there if we can focus our mind. And so I think it wants you to do something about your health. Maybe rest a little bit more, maybe maybe choose a different diet, exercise, whatever. But they do want you to take better care of yourself, okay? And it's just telling you that Spirit is there to help you if you want it and you need it. There's a fabulous doctor, his name is Dr. Dispenza, and he teaches people to, well, let me back up a little bit. He was injured, he was run over by a car and a SUV or something, and they told him he'd have to have surgery, probably never walk again, blah, blah, blah. But he said no. He refused the surgery, and in 3 months he was walking again. He did it with his mind, nothing else. So when you access divine intervention or divine power. You have to believe, and you can do it. So do take care of your health, okay? But believe. And this is spiritual warrior. Show you are a wise leader. Command the universe. Wow. Look, these are two different decks. And this is the world. You've got the world right there. And this is, you are a divine leader. So you're someone who's very concerned with other people or things in the world that you would love to fix. But you are a leader. Wow. And you've got the world in your hands. They just want you to rest a little bit more and take care of yourself. But you have to see yourself well. Okay. And these are the fairy cards. And I've got them all upside down, so we don't do that. No. I don't read reversals unless they tell me to. Okay. So, this is moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? All right. There again, we're going with the health. Sorry, let me get you in focus here. Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. So this goes along with the take care of your health. And these are also, again, two different decks. So when you get two cards from two different decks, they're really trying to tell you something. The cards do try to help us. Okay. Inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. And all of this goes along with your health. Sometimes I believe you get a little too serious. You're trying to create what you want, and I believe you're really good at it. But this is what I'm hearing. Some of you eat out of boredom. Okay, this is not for everyone, but some of you eat out of boredom, but try to back off on that. That's very difficult to do. To back off on, but find something else to occupy your time when you feel bored. And you're working very hard, but then in between your working time, your concentration time, I think you get a little bit bored. Okay. And this is fairy spotting. These are two different cards. They're wanting you to lighten up on yourself. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. And there again, this is wonderful. All of these is you're hanging on, and these are all, well, most of them are different decks. You're hanging on. You're not going to give up. You've got the world there. And that means you've created what you want. But I think you're waiting on that from the first card that we pulled. You are a leader. You are a leader. Sometimes I think you haven't stepped out into that position yet, but you are a wise leader for other people. I think other people look up to you. And then, but these two cards telling you to kind of lighten up. And then also this other deck is telling you to take care of your health. This one it's talking about eating, and this one's talking about eating also. So I think maybe perhaps your mind is so focused that what happens is that you stay so focused and so serious on accomplishing what you want to accomplish, that sometimes you get a little too serious with yourself. So you need to have a little fun. And I think sometimes you're so in between those times when your mind is so focused, you get a little bored if you're not just thinking the way you want to think. And I think sometimes you eat a little bit out of boredom. Okay? All right, let's see what else we have. And what else did they... Oh, this is... Let me see. Priestess of the Light. okay? Back or front. And they're telling me to take the front cards on this one. Okay. Am I in focus? Okay. And this is Garden Paradise. And I'll explain this one in a minute. Let me get it in focus. And this is idyllic times. You are focusing on what you want, and you're trying to create. I mean, you're really, it's already coming. The world is at you're on top of the world. Okay, and that means a new cycle too coming. But this card, and if you can see it, it's very muted, but there's an owl there, and there's a lady who's got like a headdress with an owl on her side. Owl is always wisdom, okay? They always stand for wisdom. And so this means that you are thinking, this is what I'm hearing, you're thinking of exactly what you want. And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, you're going to do what you know you have to do. This is someone who's very, very dedicated. You are someone who's very dedicated to what you're trying to create. This is a beautiful card. Beautiful card. Because it's idyllic times. You're concentrating on happy times, the things you should be concentrating on, but you get a little too down on yourself sometimes. Okay? And like, why can't I get rid of this thought? What can I do? Okay? And setting boundaries, threshold protection, and honor. I think you're a very, very honorable person. That much I do know. Okay? From the other cards in the deck. But, and you see in this card, if I can get it closer, there's a leopard. Is that a leopard? Sorry. Yes. I believe it's a leopard in the background. Hold on. Yeah. A leopard in the background. The strength. You have a lot of strength. You have like a leopard spirit, sort of. One that's not going to give up. Okay? And it's a threshold, protection, and honor. And you are, as I said, you're a very honorable person, but you're right on the threshold of this world, of creating what you want. But you are one strong person, very honorable. Let's see, hang on. Calming the waters, peaceful self-regeneration. What's wrong with my... Oh, I'm sorry, people. Okay. See if my... Hold on, let me see if my phone is still... Yeah, I mean my camera. Sorry. Okay. It's just my iPad that's stuck. Okay. So, calming the waters is peaceful self-regeneration. And again, you are creating what you want, but you get a little too serious. Here we are again. Peaceful self-regeneration. You see that? And then basically setting boundaries. And you're not, sometimes you forget, you're too serious with yourself, you're too hard on yourself. Now, and look at this. This is, you see the moon behind here? That's, the moon usually stands for mysteries or something you don't know. And you see she's got her antlers on, and now in a lot of the Norse mythology, or some of the Celtic, mythology, people with the antlers stood for, like the green man, abundance. The earth is giving you everything. It's the spirit of the stag. Just fabulous. You're coming to everything you want, but they do want you to be a little bit happier, let go of some of the serious stuff, and take care of yourself a little bit more. Quit being so hard on yourself. Let's see what time we got. Okay, we've got time for, let me see what we want here. do we want anymore? Oh, hold on. Okay, one Moonology card is what they're telling me. All right, and they're telling me to pull it from the middle of the deck. And this is attuned to the divine, which you are, but you're not always seeing new moon in Pisces. Let me explain this. There's things you don't know you're trying to accomplish, but you see there's a sliver of a glow right here around the moon. Can you see that? And this, it looks like a plateau. There's a plateau over here, but you've got to cross, you've got to get from one place to another over this chasm. And that's where you're at this point in time. But you are heading there, and you are not going to give up. Wow. Just go a little easier on yourself, because you are achieving. You're stepping from one place to another constantly, and it's causing you to come here, to have the world in the palm of your hands. So wonderful. I am so happy for y'all. I hope this helps. You are one strong puppy, and you are not going to give up. But you need to take care of yourself a little bit more. Lighten up on yourself a little bit. Have some fun. And take care of your health. I love y'all so much. I hope this really helps you. Let me see if I can turn off my camera now. Thank you so much. I love y'all.